Hello, this is Rena Rosling, and there's a new law called the Corporate Transparency Act that is basically requiring businesses that were registered or created by filing a document with the Secretary of State or a similar office that's similar to Secretary of State, which includes LLCs, which are limited liability companies, and limited liability partners. There's an S corps. It is required to file a BOIR businesses like limited liability companies and limited liability partnerships and S corps groups to file a BOI report, also called BOIR. Now I will be clearing up a possible misconception of the While yes, the Corporate Transparency Act has been called unconstitutional, well, that doesn't mean it will be getting rid of.
The law is still alive. Being called unconstitutional in this situation means that the law could change in the future.
Sir Baby Boar. And this does affect some minority of YouTubers because there are some YouTubers that technically do own limited liability companies, also called LLCs. A reporting company created or registered to do business before January 1st, 2024 will have until January 1st of 2025 to file their first BOI report. A reporting company created or registered in 2024 will, after receiving an actual public notice that its creation or registration is effective, they have 90 days to file their first BOI report. This 90-day deadline starts from the time the company receives the actual notice that its creation or registration is effective, working, or after a Secretary of State or similar office first provides public notice of its creation or registration, whichever is earlier. Reporting companies created or registered in the year 2025 or after that time, after they receive an actual public notice that their creation or registration is effective or working, they will have 30 days to file their first BOI report. And if you don't file this BOI report on time, you can get fined or might go to jail. Now, not every LLC or business has to file this BOI report. You can take these quizzes you can access in the description to see if you fall under some exemptions that make you not it can help you know if you own a type of business that's not required to file a BOI report, which are securities reporting issuer, governmental authority, a bank, credit union, depository, institutional holding company, money service business, broker or dealer in securities exchange or clearing agency, other exchange act or registered entity, investment company or other investment advisor, venture capital fund advisor, insurance company, state licensed insurance producer, commodity exchange act registered entity, accounting firm, public utility, financial market utility, pooled investment vehicle, tax exempt entity, which I guess stands for tax exempt company or business, an entity assisting a tax exempt entity, large operating company, subsidiary. Again, these aren't perfect. It's always best to talk with a lawyer to see if you fall under any exemptions, but I would say, and if any of those quizzes say you do have to file one, just file a report anyway. And you can just watch this video by this guy, which can give you more information about this BOI report. This video will be I think it's best to watch that video first before watching the rest of this video, because I'm going to be adding more information about filing a BOI report. You usually only have to send one BOI report. The only time where I think you need to send another one is if there's a new owner of the company. the information on the first BOI becomes outdated or if there's a mistake on it, you already send the
First,
BOI report, but then your company becomes that type of company that doesn't need to send a BOI report. You also have to send an updated version of the BOI report if someone became the new company president, chief financial officer, general counsel, executive officer, chief operating officer, or anyone that forms a job position similar to those positions. And now, limited liability companies, these are technically just a type of company that have some legal protections. And a lot of businesses can technically be a limited liability company, such as like a barber shop, a spa, a bakery, and a restaurant. Also definitely affects some viewers because some minority of them probably do own these types of businesses. And so, if you do know anyone that owns a business, you should definitely ask them if their business is a limited liability company that they, so you can tell
on
them
the
that they need
BOI
to file
report,
a
you must
BOI
list the
report
company's
on time.
beneficial owners. Beneficial owners are owners of the company and other people that have a lot of control over the company, even if they don't own the company.
Now, all stockholders/shareholders of a company are technically owners of a company, but not all of them are beneficial owners and need to be on the BOI report. If a stockholder owns 25% or less than 25% of all companies' stock, then they are not a beneficial owner. But if they own more than 25% of all the company's stock,
For example, they own 25.1% of the company's stocks.
then they are a beneficial owner and need to have their name on the BOI report. Yeah, if you guess you are that type of stockholder, you definitely might need to somehow contact the company that your name would need to be in the BOI report.
And give them a photo of your passport, or state ID, or driver's license, or tribe ID.
Now, company applicants are basically people that directly file the document that creates or registers your company, and or someone that's basically responsible, one that basically directs or controls the filing of those documents. Some examples of company applicants are the lawyer or attorney and the accountant that basically filed the documents to the Secretary of State. Now, I do know in certain situations, some people will use an automated incorporation service, which is like a website or online platform to file the creation or the registration documents, and that creates or registers their company. So whoever the company applicants depends on this situation.
If an employee of the business formation service helps you create and file the registration document, they are the company applicant.
Business or software used are not the company applicants. If you basically repair or self-file the documents, it's for your own company through that automated incorporation service.
Without help from the automated incorporation services employees.
In this case, you are the company applicant, so you would have to just file in, just insert information about yourself, insert your identifying document types. Of one of that employees' identifying documents. This could be their state ID or government ID, driver's license, or US password. You just need one of these. You don't need all of these. So yeah, you're gonna need to somehow get in contact with employees. You might have to go back to the website of the service you used, and like maybe you might have to scroll down to look for like their contact areas to get in touch with them. This is the same for like legal nature. Yeah, you can. Some websites might have like their contact customer service phone number at the top, or you might need to scroll down to look for their contact us words, which will give you to a page where that can allow you to contact them. Or some might have just at the top of the header that will allow you to contact that contact us page.
Also, the BOI report will ask for your legal name, which is just your name.
For trans people that have decided to change their first name into a new name, the name your parents gave you at birth, which you probably called your dead name, is your legal name. If you have not filed some paperwork to the government to change your legal name from your dead name to your new name, your dead name is still your legal names. So there's instructions saying do not include the initials DBA or AKA with alternative names. But what if one of your alternative names is DBA or AKA? So I think the main reason that they said that stuff is because some owners would type in AKA to mean our business is also known as this alternative name, or they would put DBA. It also mean doing business as with their alternative name. Probably why they don't want you to list that, because it's not necessary. Also, they specifically use the term with the alternative name, not as the alternative name. So they probably are meaning like don't use DBA or AKA with your alternative name. So if DBA or AKA are your alternative names anyway, insert them anyway. Well, there isn't any red star by the name, which means that it's more optional, so you don't need to include your alternative names anyway. Now there is a link down in the description of the video that can take you to the website that can allow you to fill in the BOI report. If you are like watching this video on phone, you should click the title and it will give you the video that will show you the video descriptions. Now I am using one of my videos as an example. Also, you will probably see, so if there is more to the description, you might see those three dots, which are called epilepsies, and this more word. If you see this, you can tap on that, and that will allow you to see more of all of the video description. Also, any text you see in the video description that is blue is basically a link. So jurisdiction information or first registration. So it's basically, I think what they're trying to say is like 10 is supposed to be the place where your company was made. I think that's what they mean.